What went wrong with C9? Um, I mean, so T Pistol, I actually thought they're in a very advantageous situation. They just did not trade the kill on the back plat guy. They came out mid, they headshot the guy mid, forced him back. That guy didn't even get a kill. Existence was back plat, and the guy tunnel overcommitted died. I think that was the first guy that died. And basically, by that tunnel guy overcommitting on pistol, it put them in a situation. Uh, it put them in a situation where that guy tunnel could like pivot around and like bob and weave, for the guys coming in the door and window, and he singled them off one by one. And yeah, so that pistol round is just I would blame it on the tunnel lurker, honestly, for dying before the guy's door
Bro,
came
you
in
look
and
like a
took that
completely
fight.
different human being.
I think it was probably Jordan. First gun round, they decided to rush B. I said it literally as it happened that it was a
Sean's so
bad
happy in
idea.
this picture, though.
So
He's so mad.
yeah,
I
first
don't
gun round though, they
What?
rushed B. I don't know why. Like, okay, so when you lose pistol on Dust 2 and you
What
don't
was that
get
way of holding the
you get
trophy?
2 eco kills per eco round, so they got three CTs were alive for both rounds for G2. G2's economy was in such a good spot where they were certainly pre-mulling B, maybe pre-smoking, maybe pre-nading. Like, they should
Dude, I
never
saw your Facebook
ever
story.
expect
Looking
a
good,
B
bro.
rush to work on first gun round. It
The
should
fuck?
never happen. Like, especially
Where
when
is?
if you lose that
No,
round,
no, I shouldn't
you're
have said that.
basically telling
You
your
said that.
your most dominant player on your team,
Why would
Skadoodle.
you
You're
say
literally
that?
saying, "Hey, Ska, guess what? You're gonna only have an op less than a handful of times this entire half, and one of them is gonna be on this fucking B
Remove it,
rush
remove
on
it,
first
remove
gun
it.
round." Like, that's like a total fuck you to your best player, in my opinion. Like, why would you do that? And so that was probably a bad call.
Random Mirage.
Why do you have my hair?
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
after that,
What
they
the?
actually did a really good job.
It's not your haircut.
They had that round
You
where they got
literally
long
asked me like 4
control.
days ago
I think
No,
I'm.
I didn't.
what I
Because
do
I
for my
got it
hair.
already. I
Guys.
was like, what did you get?
So they had that round where they basically got long control. I think this may have even been the next gun round. Trying to think everything through. It's hard to remember like every single round, like while you're watching live and just kind of talking shit the whole time. You're not really like you're in it for the analysis aspect. So they got long control. They did this shit where Jordan actually got the kill on Shocks pushing up mid, which is like a great kill in that situation because the other team loses control of the map. That's a guy that's getting a lot of info for the other team. So if you get that kill and you wait out even longer, G2 then obviously loses their map control because Shocks is basically telling his entire team, dude, I'm top mid. There's no one here. Like, they're going long, guys. Like, I hear them. Nothing's going back to long to meet up with him. He's usually their lurker. But instead of like waiting it out for another like 30 seconds, they decide to go long right away. Like they throw the brick smoke and the spawn smoke, right? And it looks like it's going to be like a decent idea, but since they went so quick, there was 3 G2 members over by the A bomb side, I believe already, and they just pop flashed long and they just committed out and they just took fights and G2 mopped them up at long. So it's just, I mean, you find yourselves down at that point like 7-0. That's when you take the timeout, and out of the timeout, I think.
Freak went out long eventually with 2 people, and then he ran through fire.
Oh, yeah, they did the
Stood
long
for a
exec.
touch.
They did the long exec. That's what. Okay. So yeah, after the timeout, they did the long exec, and literally they threw a shit long corner smoke. They didn't blind the guy pit. The guy pit flashed for himself to come up. Literally, he was all by himself on an island. It was a great shot call. Honestly, it was a great shot call because there was one guy there. So
You're our boy, dog.
like
Don't even trip.
that mid to be split. I don't know, man.
Wait,
I don't think
yeah,
they mid be
yes.
split that much.
You just wait.
I'm literally like going through it.
He
They
might have missed
rushed
one,
B.
right? When he was
And
inactive or something? I don't
T
know.
pistol they did like
Yeah,
that
they
was
did
like the
miss
one
one
round that
when
really
I did,
fucked
I
up their
think.
mid B strat. That was stupid. It's because the guy upper tunnels died, and the guy upper tunnels is your
Wasn't
lurker,
it
and he
like
basically like
Cologne?
allows your guys coming through door and window to not have to worry about a guy just like in the middle of nowhere, like bobbing and weaving and just killing everyone one by one like Existence did in the piss round. Um,
Well, this is
but
a good
yeah, so the
map.
long Zach, great call. You get like a 1-on-3 against a pit guy. Like you literally have a 1-on-3 against. Oh fuck, game started. Let me roll. Just do nothing. Lead B open last round of the game. I don't know, man. The game is over at that point.
Oh.
Like the game is fucking over.
Alright,
Like I said, like when
blue
you're not 15-3, you save the 14th round. Like the game's fucking over, man.
kit.
So yeah, I mean, the lungs that great call, bad flash placements, bad corner smoke, which
What if
allowed
my
the guy to
Blinzers made
rotate.
were a threat?
It's fucking
Do I just quit the game?
just bad. And it ended up in a situation where Skal was spawn, and he didn't really get in
I
a
kinda
spot
would
where he
like to
could
see
save
a
his gun.
full-time
He ended
threat
up dying
playing
after
level
the time. This is the round he died after the time.
Because like
And-
Nixley never had like a full support player except for fifth line, and when they had fifth line, they were winning.
So Ska died after time,
Frag or two,
and
Yeah.
the next round, C9 all had
But he
like
definitely
enough money to buy AK armor nades besides Ska because he died after time. He had like 250. Well, if that's the case, you're not gonna save because when you save and someone has $250, like they're not gonna have money the next round either. Like you buy, one guy can have a pistol. It's okay. It's okay for one guy to have a pistol. You do not need all rifles to get entry frags. Like you don't need that. Like your entry fraggers die, your guy can pick up their rifles. The guys on the other team die, you can pick up their rifles. Like not everyone needs a gun. You buy that round. 100% you buy that round. So they don't buy that round, which is basically forfeiting that round. The next round they have Ska with an AK. Literally, what's the point of saving if you're just gonna give him an AK? They have him holding the upper B push. He gets pushed on upper B. I don't know, man. I'm just
Jesus.
sorry. It's making me like a little bit salty. But I just totally missed what happened because the salt was pouring out.
At the ladder and just sits up there while Taco fights
That's
to
probably
the
not having
death
dust.
and dies.
Please coach C9 or something.
And then Cold
They
Zero
do have
just
a
sits in
lot
the
of
ladder
potential,
room,
though.
And then
Like-
his whole team dies. I don't.
Like those players are
it's just
phenomenal
weird to
CS
me.
players. Like great CS players. That should
Why not
never have
fight
happened,
with him?
man. Their individual skill is way better than G2. I don't care what anyone in chat says. Like I don't care if people call me an idiot for what they just witnessed. They're wrong. Like the players on C9 are better individually.
Here it is, the MP9.
Like I don't know. They just do not put themselves up in situations to succeed. Which I guess is literally the definition of being worse at the pro level, but I
I'm
don't
doing
know.
fourth song right now.
If Drew was there, I think it would have helped. Drew should have been there.
Meet her in the pub, it's going down. Meet her in the scrim, it's going down. Meet her in the match, it's going down. Anywhere you meet her, guarantee you're going down. Match number 6, do the damn thing. ESP on Nuke and she's starting CT. Colt in her hand, Redder's body at her feet. She's fragging real hard cause she's from the